Hi guys, today we're just going to go over some of our favorite products that we typically use in horse care. These products are specifically used on our pony Posse friend, Indy, but a lot of these same products we utilize on our rescue horses because they're cheap, they're effective, and they're easy to get a hold of when we need to. Some of the products are grooming products, some of them are for fly control, others are for injuries, body pain, all kinds of things we'll discuss today. So one of the first things we'll talk about is zinc oxide or diaper rash cream. Now, Indy has pink skin under his white snip on his nose, the little white patch on his nose, and it gets sunburned often. So one of the easiest ways I can prevent those burns for him is by using this. It's waterproof, so when he's playing and splashing around in his water dish and the trough, it's not coming off. It lasts every few days. I have to reapply. And not only that, but it also heals the tissues underneath. So on the back of his feet where he has pink skin and white socks as well, he'll get burns, and sometimes he gets blisters if the cream fades before I can reapply. So with this helps keep the tissue healthy, it helps heal, and being water resistant, we can also put it around the cornet band and a little bit up their pasterns all around, and this helps prevent things like the cannon crud and mud fever or scratches and other kinds of fungal infections that they get in and around their feet. And you can get a big jug of this. I think this was maybe like $7 at Walmart, and it lasts a really long time. You don't need a whole lot. It goes pretty far. So we're a big fan of diaper rash cream around here. The next ointment that we like to use is for fly control. So Indy is a sweet boy until fly season comes around. He has very little to no patience when it comes for flies. And so we have to fight them very hard in order to keep him comfortable and from smashing his feet from stomping so much. So what we have found is that SWAT ointment from his cornet band all the way up to his knees and his hocks in the back. This has significantly reduced the amount of stomping that he does, and it also helps the little gnats that like to hang around his ears, and it's safe to use on his face and even around any cuts and lesions and things like that that he might get from being rowdy out in the pasture. We're a big fan of SWAT as well. And then this is just in a generic thing. We buy the big jug because, again, we hate the bugs in bug season. Endure Fly Spray is an oil-based fly spray. So when Indy gets really sweaty, when it's hot out, it's more likely to stay on him and help him battle the flies than some of the other products that are out there. This one is not always the most cost-effective. It is a little more pricey on the shelf, but in our experience, it has been well worth the cost and has been really effective for us. And the rescue likes to use Endure Fly Spray, not just for the oil-based properties of it, but it has helped us heal some pretty gnarly wounds from the inside out and helped us prevent some proud flesh and other complications that come with some of the major wounds that we have seen horses come in with. So we're a big fan of bulk Endure donations. Our next product that we use, we affectionately got from Doc Fisher. He sadly is no longer with us, but we will use his magic rain rot potion for the rest of time. It uses mane and tail conditioner and iodine, and you just kind of mix these two. We like to put them in like a mason jar or other cleaned out plastic thing that you can keep in the barn even. And you mix these and it makes like a nice little cream or ointment, and then you can slather it over the cleaned rain rot area and you let it dry. And with the iodine has all the antiseptic properties, and it helps kill out all of the gunk and nasty things, and this conditioner helps keep the tissue soft and helps prevent any painful scabbing. So we're a big fan of this. You can make a lot and it goes a long way, so you don't need to use a lot of it, but we get a lot of use out of these two with the quantity that you can make with these two products together. Our next product is Silver Honey. Silver Honey is one of the newer products out there, but it has been another really good product that we like to use if we're low on indoor fly spray, or if it's maybe over the winter season and it's hard to get a hold of indoor. This is another good product. It's not ooey and gooey like honey that you would put in your tea or anything. This is like a regular spray that you can put on, and it has healed some pretty gnarly things that we've had come in. Indy had a pretty bad abscess on the side of his leg, and this helped prevent proud flesh and any complications with that, where we had to open to drain out all of the infection. Was a pretty big wound, and it was in an awkward place as well. So this really helped us when it came time to healing that up. The next product is a repeat. Iodine is probably one of the more versatile products in our groom kit. Indy oftentimes will have fluctuations in the consistency of the sole of his hoof depending on the kind of ground and footing that he is on. So if it's kind of in a drought season in the summer, he gets dry, crackly feet, kind of like we do in the winter time. So we have to moisturize his feet to keep them from splintering and cracking. But more often than not, he will get a soft spot in his sole of his hoof. And so the iodine not only helps keep thrush at bay, but it helps firm the sole of his hoof so he can hold the shoes on his feet better. And when he holds the shoes on his feet better, he can stay sound and comfortable. So this cheap product is something we buy in mass quantities around here. We also use a product called Durasol. It also helps the sole of the hoof, and you can put it in the frog or in the sulcus of the frog on the bottom of their feet to help prevent any fungal infections, thrush, things like that. It just kind of helps keep all the foot cooties away during the flooding parts of the year in spring when things are super wet and thrush is rampant around here. We really like to use that. And then next we have DMSO, and kind of along with the iodine for his feet, we use this on the top part of his hoof, and this helps firm up his feet and helps him hold his shoes better. It's a fairly affordable product, and it's really easy to apply, and it goes right on the brush of our hoof pick. And Riley's here to help us. And we like to use it, and it's given us some pretty great results. And then we also have some grooming products that we would like to share. Cowboy Magic, and I'm actually out of it right now, but baby oil are things that we could use in gallons of. A lot of times when horses come in from neglect cases, if they're not being fed, chances are they're also not being groomed. And so they'll have burrs and sticks, and we call them fairy knots. Their manes and tails kind of get dreadlocked and really tangly. And so it's important for us to be able to break up those tangles and the knots and get down to the skin to make sure that they don't have any like mites or skin infections, wounds under that will need addressed. And so Cowboy Magic and baby oil help us get down to the bottom of that without too much trouble. So we really love these products. And then Indy is sensitive skin, and two other products that we have found that help him stay detangled, smelling nice, and keeping his coat nice and moisturized is Equus Avocado Mist and then Naughty Horse Apricot Condition Spray. These two are good for the sensitive skinned horses in our experience. They've not caused any reactions like some of the other products we've tried before have given him hives. So we have to be really mindful of things when we try them. We try them on a small area first to make sure he doesn't have a reaction. But these smell absolutely fantastic. I love when I use them on him because he smells really good, and they're really easy to get a hold of. They're on Amazon, and I think Equus is also available like Tractor Supply and other farm stores. And then our final product is pain management. So Indy, having spent the majority of the first part of his life racing and out on the track, he has arthritis now. He was diagnosed when he was 5. And so it's not something that we can cure, but we can manage it. And because of the arthritis, he will at times have muscle pain. So liniment helps us leaps and bounds get him back to feeling good. Sorry, really feeling good and back to his silly self. And it is available almost anywhere you can shop for horse products. And then our final product is Epsom salt poultice. There's a number of brands that make this, and you can get it at Tractor Supply, Amazon. I think Walmart Pet RX has it. You don't need a prescription for it, but you can sign up for like routine mailing out of this product. We really like this. It's very versatile. We use it in a number of things. If somebody's foot sore, you can use it to pack a hoof and help pull out any like foot abscesses, or see what else is down there and help alleviate some of the discomfort there. And then you can also use it as a packing in a wrap on a leg or other area of the body if there's any kind of abscess further up on the limbs, things like that. But Indy uses this the majority of the time for some deeper tissue pain, and if he gets to be swollen in any area, we'll use this as well. It's kind of a thick paste texture, so you have to warm it up a little bit, and then you can spread a thin layer. This does last us a long time. It's a medium-sized jar, I would say, and it's about like, I think the last time I had to get it, it was like $8, but it's really effective. It's really easy to get a hold of, and it kind of leaves them smelling like spearmint. So they end up smelling good too. So if you have any questions or want to know where you can get a hold of any of these other products, or have any other questions about products that you can use for a condition for your horse, we encourage you to message us. We can let you know what we use. But as always, if it's medical, we encourage you to reach out to your veterinarian for any of those concerns. Thanks for watching, guys.